Hi, my name is Sydney Marks, and before I get started on my lab, I'm going to disinfect my workplace. So I'm going to take a little bleach, rub it around a little, wipe it down, let it sit for about a minute wet, and then wipe it again with fresh paper towels. A little bleach, a little more. Take my paper towels, wipe it down. So now it's a little wet. I'm gonna let it sit for about a minute or so and then wipe it down with fresh paper towel. So now that I've disinfected my workplace, while I was doing that, I had let out my tryptic soy broth for about 15 minutes. So now we're gonna get started on the actual lab. So now that I have my disinfected surface, I'm gonna open my sterile pipette, and I've already set up my lab here. I'm gonna open the nutrient broth. Or sorry, the tryptic soy broth, and flame it. I'm going to take my pipette and get 1 milliliters. Close the lid. And then open my culture. Do it really quickly because you can't flame this tube. Put the nutrient of tryptic soy broth in. Close the lid. Let it sit for about 30 seconds. So I've let this sit for about 30 seconds. Now I'm gonna reopen the culture. Swirl it around from my pipette, whatever's not broken up. Get all the contents. Place the lid back on. Open my open my tryptic soy broth. Flame the mouth. And put the culture in. And then flame the mouth again. And put the cap back on. So now for activity 2, we're doing the broth to broth. So I'm going to take my tryptic soy broth, stir it up a little, top it, open it, flame the mouth, put my loop in, loop out, flame the mouth again, and put the cap on. Slightly loose still, so it incubates. Then I'm going to take my nutrient broth. It's a fresh tube of nutrient broth. I'm going to open the tube, flame the mouth, stick the loop in, swirl it around a little bit, flame the mouth again, and get the cap back on. Slightly loose still, so it has oxygen. Dispose of my loop, and now for activity. So now we're going to do the Adgar plate. I'm going to take my microbe, flame the mouth, take my loop, put in the loop, take out the loop, flame the mouth, and put on the lid. And I'm gonna open my slant, then I'm gonna open my nutrient broth. Smear it on. Flip it over to incubate and dispose of my loop. Now for my final lab, we're gonna take my culture, open it up, flame the mouth, put in my loop, grab the loop and flame the mouth, put the lid back on the culture, slightly loose, and take my Triptych Soy Adgor slant, open the mouth, flame it, and put in my loop. And I'm going to move it slightly back and forth. Put my culture on it. And then I'm going to flame the mouth again. Put the lid on, slightly loose. Dispose of my loop and let it incubate.